Can you not talk to me with a knife in your hand? Can you? Did your mother never tell you never face a knife towards someone?
Michelle, the Witch of Moon's Lane, and Moira Major. How to witch, bitch.
Welcome to another episode of How to Witch Bitch. Michelle, the Witch of Moon's Lane.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm well, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
All of the followers just keep on growing, which is great. So we want to say thank you to everyone who is now following us or listening to us and everything else. So thank you very much for that. You've been a busy bee of late as well. Lots of things going on around the country with your name on it.
Yes, I've been doing lots of things with Spotify, which is a lot of fun. It's always about the fact that how I actually do my playlist when I'm manifesting my spells on full moons and things like that. So that's been a lot of fun. I've also been interviewed for some magazines, which is great. And we've got some news too coming up on that.
We do. We can't say anything as yet.
No, but we've got some more news. You might be able to see us in your favourite places.
That sounded so dodgy. We're not doing a public toilet tour of the country. Your favourite places. No, our favourite places.
And How to Witch Bitch. Contact Moira.
Yeah, bottle shops. That's what we would be. We'd be us with a bottle of wine or Prosecco with our faces on it. That's where we'd be.
That's it.
On TikTok, Shuffle Butterfly, Nakey, Hands, Belinda A, Cass, or Cax and Mia. Instagram, I am Neld Patram, Misty Lee Talbot, and our very good friend, the one and only Danny Minogue.
Danny Minogue.
There is a moment in your life when you get a message from your favourite witch saying, oh, Danny Minogue's just liked all our posts. And then you go,
what?
Holy shit. How did that happen? So, Danny, if you are listening, we'd love to have you on the show at some stage, just because you're fabulous.
Yeah, we love you.
And thank you for liking all of our posts, which was very nice, and your comments as well.
Do you like the stuff about our menopause?
Yes, and also positive language and how we talk to
ourselves.
Yeah,
which is good. That one's come
up. We had comments from Ashley saying this episode made me very happy. I love Fiona Horn, which is lovely. Thank you very much. Also, Quinn, says, I have a question about using cards. Does it necessarily have to be oracle or tarot cards?
Okay, so they're very different things. An oracle card is really just a word. So it's kind of like a word that sort of represents how you're feeling. So maybe it's 3 or 4 words, but it's a worded card. Whereas a tarot card is just a picture card. It doesn't have any explanations on it. So and it's a very different type of thing. The tarot's been around for a very, very long time. The oracle's interesting because we think back to, back in the day when, legions went to war, they would always consult the oracle. And it was always like someone that was like a priestess or things like that. And she would actually come out and see whether or not they were going to win the war or not win the war and things like that. So, she was probably drugged in most cases.
Awesome. Fantastic. Quinn also wants to know, can you make your own?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Definitely can make your own. And you know what? A lot of people just use playing cards, just normal playing cards. If they already know, like the eight of hearts is going to be probably the cups card. So it's just So
you can use normal playing cards.
Yes, yeah. A lot of people do just normal playing cards that have been using tarot for a very long time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The old gypsies.
The old gypsies. Also, Lila, who said, best advice ever. We've got no idea about what you're talking about. Oh, it was a relationship advice. Thank you. We'll just be happy to just take best advice ever on anything. We have clarification.
It was polishing the knob.
Oh, my Lord.
That was the best advice I've ever given.
No, it was the role play thing about the tycoon and the little mistress. Oh,
where she was a maid polishing the knob.
We've done some weird stuff.
Just keeps getting weirder. The weirder, the better.
I don't feel as though anything's ever going to be normal on this podcast ever again. Also, the Chaotic Matriarch, which is a great name.
Love that name.
Interested in the concept of spell drop. Every time I do a spell, I sometimes get a headache, a drop in energy, and feel a bit out of sorts afterwards. Do you experience that?
So you've always got to be really energized to
Yes.
do a spell. So therefore, how do you get your energy up? So, normally I like to go and do the traditional way and getting out in the sun and getting the natural chi up. But sometimes you can't. So the best way to get your energy up is to put on some, heavy metal music, believe it or not, and jumping around and just dance and jump and jump. That gets your energy up. So also remember, when you're doing spells, you're channeling the universal energy. A lot of people just use their own energy, and so they unfortunately become quite depleted afterwards. So you actually got to channel the energy through you. So you're not actually using your particular energy. And that's where people get this. But I teach people how to do that. So I just feel like if that is happening to you, pretend you're a pot plant, go outside, soak up the sun. Well, you think about a phone,
Put a tree
right?
on your head.
If you think about the phone, if you have a phone and you don't charge it, what does it do?
It dies.
It dies. So you need to charge it. So you are source. You can't create and carry on unless you're charged. Okay. So
and
you
the
need
best way is to get sunlight.
to get sunlight, which is vitamin D, but it also will help you, which is natural chi, which is natural energy.
That was from
Sit on the
Nicole.
soil.
Pardon?
Sit on the soil.
Oh, you go sit on the soil. No, that was from Nicole. That's actually another interesting one because she's actually she's felt a connection from witchcraft since she was a teen. Didn't have a very supportive family.
And you'll find a lot of people do that because witchcraft gives you a control over your life.
Yeah.
It's something you can control, whether you're manifesting, a spell for a person to come into your life or to have happiness or health or whatever. It feels like you have some control. You're getting into the driver's seat of your life instead of being in the passengers and just being taken, willy-nilly wherever.
All right, now this time of year as well is...
Mabon.
Okay.
Which is basically autumn equinox. So it talks about the same as we have relatively similar days and nights. So it really comes in with the balance of life. It's about gratitude, about giving back. It's about, being thankful for, the things that you already have, not necessarily asking for more, but taking time to think about what you have got. A lot of people are so busy trying to get more, they don't actually sit down and appreciate what they've got, and this is kind of like what we're doing here. So a really good thing, I think, or a little spell for everybody to do between the 20th and the 23rd would be to get a orange candle and just put a little circle of salt around it, light an orange candle, and as you light an orange candle you can take an apple. So when you're thinking about an apple, when you're thinking about an apple,
banana.
What do you think about when you see apple? What do you think about with an apple?
Trees.
Trees, yeah.
Seeds. That hurts my teeth when I bite into it. I'm going to go to the dentist.
Yeah. What does it mean? Knowledge?
Health.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Knowledge? Because isn't this why apple came up with the name of apple? Isn't this the forbidden fruit?
If you are going back to Jesus' time, yes.
Right, forbidden fruit.
Forbidden fruit.
Okay. So when you take your candle, you're going to light it.
Sorry, what's the importance of the orange candle?
The orange candle is...
Can you not talk to me with a knife in your hand? Can you? Did your mother never tell you never face a knife towards someone?
No, that's all I remember.
I know what you did to that eggplant.
Oh my God.
Okay, orange candle.
Okay, so the orange candle is about confidence. It's about confidence. It's about sun. It represents sun. So it's about being sun. So it's about being grateful. So what we want to do is a ring of salt. We're going to light an orange candle. We're going to sit and we're going to cut a...
Watch your fingers. An apple.
God damn it, apple. Ugh, didn't do it. Oh, bugger. Why didn't it do it?
Didn't do what?
It didn't do it where you see the 5-star. Yeah, well, you can see, I've got a photo of it anyway. Okay. So what you do is you cut it here, and what that represents is when you see in here, it actually has a pentagram with the 5 chambers of the seeds, which represents the spirit, earth, fire, water, and air, right? So with that, what this means is if this is the forbidden fruit, and fruit has geometry in it, all fruits have geometry in it if you look at it, different types of geometry. So like a pineapple actually is very similar. Like if you drink a lot of pineapple...
Can I just take that?
Pineapple
is... Removing the knife.
Pineapple is really, really good for your sixth sense, and it actually does look like the part of the brain that actually has the pineal gland. pineal gland, which is like pineapple, right? So this is the same sort of thing. If this is meant to be the knowledge in the forbidden fruit, why is there a pentacle in the middle of it?
Forbidden. Not forbidden from eating, but forbidden.
Well, because it was always had the knowledge. Because remember when we ate the not. And by the way, how come Adam's got an Adam's apple? Why don't we have it if we ate the apple?
That's from the crap storybooks.
Yeah, okay. But what I'm saying is it has that in it. So what we do is we take one piece, we then write on a piece of paper all the things that we're grateful for. We then put another slit in here. You put that in there. You wrap that up with the salt and the end of the candle. You bury it, and the other half you eat.
Nice.
And you're grateful. Yeah, so it's just something you can do on Mabon to give back, and it's also replanting the seeds. So it's almost like when you're eating something, you're reincarnating it. So that, again, we go back to what we were talking about on the last one about the lady with her offerings.
Yes.
Wanting to bring it back. So it's just something that's really simple that just takes you to that time frame. But if you do cut it horizontally, not this apple, but an apple, and we will show you, it does actually have the bit. Why do all my shit always whenever I do it?
That is basically our vibe.
It's our vibe.
We'll talk about things and then they don't work, and then
I think it's from that time that says, have anyone ever had anything that backfires? Yeah, all the time.
We are backfires. That's what we are.
Anyway, I'd actually like people to do that and take a photo, please, and send it in.
The
so
pentagram.
that when they show that, but also even if they do the little spell, and maybe take a photo while you're doing it, while you're burning it down. You don't have to take one of your face or anything.
No.
Just doing that, and just sit for a few minutes of silence of what you're really grateful for, and that's maybe what Mabon is. It's being very grateful. We're about to go into the winter months. You know what I mean? And so again, when I was obviously I've spoken about it before, we'd save the seeds and all that for harvest for next time. Yeah, but yeah, I just think it's something simple.
I really like the idea of it anyway. I think that's something that you said earlier, which made a lot of sense, which is amazing. Coming from
I've been sounding more and more intelligent. It's doing your nana in, isn't it?
It's finally rubbing off on you. No, I'm
morphing into you a bit, and you're morphing into me.
So what I really liked before you said is that we are always searching for more. That we're not grateful with what we have.
That's right.
And that's that's also the way in which that we talk to ourselves as well. We're not saying, hey, I'm happy with how I am now. But it's always, I want.
So when we were taught that to be successful in life, you have to have more. You have to have everything. I remember John Lennon got into trouble when he was at school because he said, when the teacher said, what do you want out of life? And he said to be happy. And that was definitely not what... that wasn't the right answer. No, that was not the right answer. So, he got into trouble with that. So technically that is the right answer. The right answer is to be happy. So it means that if you are doing whatever career you're doing, make sure you love it, so then it's never going to feel like work again.
Exactly. And practicing gratitude, I think, is a beautiful thing as well.
And that's what we do in Mabon.
And we are very grateful to you for listening. So there's one thing that we're very grateful for. I'm grateful for your friendship.
I'm grateful for your friendship.
I'm grateful for Prosecco.
And I'm grateful for sugar-free wine, bone dry, Sauvignon Blanc. And I'm also happy and very grateful for Ben.
Yes, we do have a third member of this show called Ben. Mm-hmm. He's 2,700 feet tall. He's like a quiet, gentle soul, isn't he?
He's the bro.
He's the man. He's still crossing his leg after we hex the penis.
I can't believe this.
Right, are you ready to do the stars?
I am.
Okay.
Let's check the stars. And so this week we know that it's Mabon. So we're moving into the Autumn Equinox. So Aries, this week with Mabon, it invites you to pause and recognise how far you've come. Aries energy usually moves fast, but the harvest season asks you to reflect on the results of your courage and your effort. Celebrate your wins, give thanks for lessons learned, and consider where your fire should be directed next as this year turns inwards for you. Taurus. Mabon resonates deeply with your earthly nature. This week is perfect for savouring the harvest. Good food, good wine, beautiful surroundings, and meaningful connections. Take time to ground yourself and appreciate the abundance already in your life. Gratitude rituals, cooking, or just taking some time to walk in nature. Feel aligned with the earth. Gemini, during this week, your voice becomes a tool for sharing wisdom and gratitude. Conversations may bring clarity about what you've grown through this year. Journaling, storytelling, or heartbeat discussions can help you process your experiences and carry your insights into the coming season. Cancer, Mabon highlights the importance of home and emotional nourishment. This week may draw you closer to loved ones or inspire you to create comforting rituals in your space. Honour the harvest by nurturing yourself and others, sharing meals, memories, and gratitude for the bonds that you want to sustain. Leo, this Mabon week invites you to celebrate the light you've shared with the world. Reflect on how you generously, creatively, and warmly help others, and you help them flourish. As the days grow shorter, remember that your inner sun continues to shine. Celebrate your achievements while preparing for a more reflective season. Virgo, as harvest season reaches its peak, you may feel especially aligned with the rhythm of the earth. So Mabon week encourages you to take pride in your work you've done throughout the growth and you're cultivated. It's always reminding us to rest and appreciate the results of your efforts rather than always striving for your next task. Libra, Mabon falls during your season, making this a powerful time for you. So balance becomes your theme between work and rest, giving and receiving, past and future. Reflect on where harmony is needed in your life and gently adjust the scales so that you can move into the darker months feeling centered. Scorpio, the energy of Mabon begins to stir your natural connection to transformation. This week encourages you to release what no longer serves you and honour the cycles of change. Just as the fields are cleared at harvest, make space now for you so you can prepare a deeper growth in the months ahead. Sagittarius, this week invites you to pause your usual forward motion and look back on the journey of the year so far. What lessons have shaped you? Reflect on the wisdom gained through the experience and consider how it can guide you in your next adventure. Gratitude for the path you've travelled will also illuminate the road ahead. Capricorn, the harvest season reminds you that patience and perseverance will bring results. During this week, take time to acknowledge the foundations you've built and the responsibilities you've carried. Reflect on what structures are in your life and supporting your growth right now, which you might also need to adjust before winter. Aquarius, this encourages you to think about how abundance can be shared. This week may inspire you with great ideas about community and giving. Collaboration or helping others benefit from your collective resources. Your visionary mind can help you turn gratitude into action that takes and uplifts a wider circle. Pisces, this mystical atmosphere will resonate with your intuitive spirit. This week invites reflection, meditation, and connection with unseen currents of life. Dreams, symbols, or quiet moments may also reveal themselves in insights, so look at them while moving forward. Trust your intuition as always, as the wheel begins to turn. And that's your stars for the week.
What's going on? You've nailed that too now. You're making sense to me. I don't know.
I think I'm just Shelley rising you, you know.
No, I think you're blooming. That's what I think you are.
You think so?
Yeah, you're blooming. You're getting used to all of this technology stuff and podcasts and stuff like that.
I think so, yeah.
You know, practicing gratitude. I'm grateful that you didn't stuff that up, so that's really good, because otherwise we could have been here for another 5 days.
Well, at least it would have made the episode longer, considering that's exactly what everyone wants
is for longer. But our brains cannot handle that. Thank you.
Guys, send in you want it longer. Send in you want it longer. It's doing her head in.
All right, next week we are chatting with a tarot master.
Wow.
Very, very cool. Janice King, her name is, all the way from the UK. She's going to talk about tarot. She's going to talk about her deck. We did mention before as well about, with that message from Queen about tarot.
Yeah.
So that'll be very interesting with the cards and whatnot. So we look forward to chatting with her next episode. Make sure you rate our podcast. Thank you very much for listening. I'm grateful for everybody who listens.
Me too. Ditto.
Woodwork Podcasts.